Well, good morning. It's Friday morning. Apparently these kids don't have school. Got first game again in the Icebreakers tournament here against Wayzata. Got games kind of all over the place this weekend. Got a 6 o'clock game tonight over at the Freeze Burger. That game will be against Minnetonka, but for now, playing Wayzata. Starting things off here, we got Grace, Clara, Scarlett out there, Nora, Bryn back on defense. I think we're missing Sienna this morning, definitely miss her this morning. Girls doing a good job holding the zone. Potential rush opportunity here for Wayzata. Uma doing a good job taking the stick. Peyton on the support off the change. Uma wrapping her around the net. Up to Zara along the boards. Trying to get it over to Zoe. Zoe shuffles it up into the slot. Shot's going to get tipped over the net, into the netting. I'll reset here. Line changes with Zoe, Zara, and Suvi out there. Peyton and Uma back. Zoe taking this one on the rush, coming through the neutral zone, taking her wide. It's bodied out along the boards, staying with it now behind the net. Zoe takes her behind the net, passes to Suvi just over her stick. Bryn trying to fire in a shot. Gets blocked wide. Suvi gonna turn and center. Pass sent wide off a Suvi shin pad. Nora fighting to bring that puck in the zone. Now Zoe at the goal line, trying to make a move, backhand, great leg save by Wayzata. Turn, come on a rush, weaving through the neutral zone. Gives back, Clara intercepts the pass, trying to stay with it. Now quick turn, coming back into the zone. She's got a lane, fires a shot. Bryn is gonna see that one into her glove. The drop, back to the point. Clara trying to get a stick on it. Scarlett's gonna swing over there, pick her up, chip her out of the zone. Zeta trying to go for another pass. Clara able to get a skate in there. Zeta making some moves down in the defensive end, coming on the rush. Suvi doing a good job supporting, gonna chip her into the zone. Suvi working down low, trying to center, gets one to Zoe. Zoe shovels one in, leg save there by Wayzata. Zoe working along the boards. Puck bouncing, tipping. Suvi gonna flip a little backhand past the net. Zeta curls, chips her up the boards. Nora holds the zone. Zeta gonna go for another clear. Bryn back to pick this one up. Shuffles over to Nora. Nora cross ice pass over to Scarlett. Scarlett enters. Has a load up for a shot, hits a shin pad, rebound in on net. Good play there by the girls. The draw, we got Clara, Grace, and Scarlett out there. Peyton and Uma back on D. Grace picks it up. Intercepting the breakout there. Scarlett working down low. Ties up in the corner off the ref's skate. Wayzata stick to chip her up along the boards. Coming to the zone. Peyton, good body out there. Puck floats on Bryn. She's going to cover it. Not keeping track of shots on the scoreboard here, so I'll do my best to keep us up to date. On the draw, back to the point. Suvi pinching, blocking the shot. Zara chips it up, puck floats out. Offsides. Bryn chipping that outside the blue line. Suvi with the intercept. Puck gonna float down, the wave off icing there. Zeta coming, wheeling the other way. Nora flings one in wide of the net. Zara over to pick this one up in the corner. Zoe picks her up, trying to center for Suvi. Suvi gives back to Bryn. Bryn trying to make a move. Puck just floats outside the blue line. She's gonna regroup. Chip over to Nora. Nora gives over to Zara. Zara gonna send her in the zone. Peyton doing a good job clearing that puck wide. Zoe picks this one up. Great rink-wide pass over to Scarlett. Scarlett takes her in the zone. Uma holds, sends a puck in wide of the net. Claire working now, trying to center over for Scarlett. Scarlett, great job bodying out on that play down there. Puck up to the point. Grace doing a good job getting back. Wayzata gonna pick it up. Skater through. Takes it to the backhand. Wheels. Wayzata coming in the center. Peyton and Claire doing a good job working low there. Grace trying to take her out of the zone. Stays with it. Gonna fire a shot into the shoulder there of Wayzata. Clara working down low, getting that puck back in there. Zeta chips up. Uma gonna flip one into the zone, go off for a change. Bryn cycles low, sends up to Zara on the wing. Got a trip coming up for Bryn. Zeta staying with it, trying to get a shot off. Get the penalty sorted out here. Skate 5-on-4 here. We got Claire, Grace, Peyton, and Nora out there. Peyton gives up to Grace on the wing. Nora picks it up, chips her off the boards. Grace trying to work through that traffic. Nora with a good poke. Tied up along the boards there. Wayzata escapes. Clara doing a great job forcing her way in. Puck gets chipped out. Now Peyton doing a great job getting to her feet, connecting with the stick and sending it down the ice for an icing. 58 seconds left in our penalty kill. Line change with Zoe, Scarlett, Peyton, and Uma. And the draw chip back to the point. They're going to send in a low shot off the boards. Wayzata gonna turn, fire, loose player in front. Peyton just getting enough on there. Force that play wide. Peyton really gonna try to rip her through again. Puck floated out to high slot. Now Peyton gonna pick her up, try to fire out of the zone. It's gonna come just outside the blue line. Little stick handle move. It's gonna come out of the zone, back in for an offside. 7-12. First 26 seconds left in the penalty. In the draw, we got Suvi and Zara, Peyton and Uma. Wayzata gonna rip her into the zone. Move back. Picks it up along the boards. Oh, bouncing Plinkoed puck outside the zone. Wayzata has to reset. Got 3 seconds left in the penalty kill. Wayzata gonna load up for a shot, hit some sticks behind the net. Mirage now back at full strength. Suvi trying to work through there. Gets tied up. Brand turns, gives to Peyton. Peyton comes skating through neutral. Puck floated in. Scar gives to Clara. Clara trying to make a move, gives back down to Scarlett. Scarlett up to Clara. Clara gives back to Uma. Uma hits a shin pad, able to try to hold her in the zone, staying with it. That was a great passing sequence there by the girls. Making use of space. Clara giving to Scarlett. Scarlett gonna load up for a shot, and a great glove save there by Wayzata. Wayzata going to carry it in there, another offsides. So we got Zoe, Suvi, Zara, Nora and Bryn out there. Draw back to the Wayzata D. Zara picks up that pass there. Zoe escapes through, loads up for a shot. Another shot on. Wayzata with the save. Right into the belly, a good move into the high slot there by Zoe. Puck one back down into the corner. Zara had it. Zoe back to support. Puck floats into the corner. Wayzata trying to clear. Ooh, good stick move there at the point. Wayzata gonna fire it into the zone. Peyton back to support, trying to clear it wide, sends it through the crease. Peyton chips up the boards to Zara. Zara skating it out. Great job skating, Zara. Way to take her in the zone. Chips her in. Goes off for a change. Clara intercepts the clearing pass. Gives to Grace. Grace bodies out. Oh man, lines up for a shot through the legs. Just got tipped enough to go wide of the net. That was about as close to a clear shot as you can get. Bryn with the little paddle shuffle there, keeping the play moving. Clara taking it high in the slot, gonna try to load up for a shot, follows up the rebound. Grace gonna load up for a clapper. Another save by Wayzata. Another good sequence there by the girls. the draw. Clara leaves for Grace, and now Wayzata going to take it out of the zone. Grace, great stick move, stick lift there to take possession of the puck. Fires in wide of the net. Wayzata going to skate around, send up to their winger and their defensive end. Wayzata going to dump her into the zone now. Puck gets centered. Grace just got tip of her stick on it. Wayzata D able to hold. Puck gets centered out. Nobody there for Wayzata. Now Zoe comes on a rush, coming the other way. Gets sent wide and bodied out. Wayzata going to send her down the ice. We got ourselves, might have been our first icing call of the game. 3:06 here left. Our first period. Got Zoe, Suvi, Zara out there. Kainanuma back on D. Zoe gives to Suvi. Peyton going to try to load up for a shot. Good block at the point there by Wayzata. Uma retreats and wheels into the zone. Wayzata trying to clear. Zoe able to stay with it. Launches a shot high over the net. Suvi flips to Zoe. Zoe gets another shot on, and a nice mitt there by Wayzata. Clara, Grace, Scarlett out there. Wilma painting back. Clara working down low. Takes the puck over, trying to center for Scarlett, just wide. Gets turned over to Wayzata. I try to send her into the zone here. Wilma ran into resistance, but did a good job getting a backhand clear outside the blue line. We got ourselves offside. Back to Wayzata D. Good pass up to the winger, but the line squad out of sequence. Another offsides. Still got Clara, Grace, and Scarlett out there playing up here. Nora and Bryn are back on D. Bryn sends up the boards to Scarlett. Scarlett tried to chip her out of the zone. Wayzata D able to hold. Nora picks her up in the corner. Grace able to skate this one out of the zone. Gets bodied out. Gonna float one in on net. Another cover by Wayzata. Get a line change here. Zoe, Suvi, Zara. Peyton and Uma back on D. A draw one back into the Wayzata corner. Zara coming out to challenge. Puck up on the ledge. Zara now trying to work down low. Suvi into support. Takes her on the backhand. Trying to center. Hits the Wayzata stick. Peyton holding at the blue line, forcing Wayzata to retreat, come back the other way. Chipper down the ice, gonna wave off icing. Peyton, yep, good job picking up in front of the net. Peyton now, wheeling, gonna load up past the red line. Hits the pipe. Oh my gosh, Peyton. What a shot. Hitting pipe from the red line. On the offside call, Nora chipping her off the boards, hitting some feet. Wayzata trying to wheel through, sends up through neutral ice. Gonna take her wide, load up for a shot, high over the net. Grace just losing a little bit of control, full outs back to Bryn. Bryn trying to give her up to Scarlett. Gonna have icing here on the Mirage. 33 seconds left in the first period. Girls came out to play today. Some really good heads-up passing so far. I want to just keep that momentum rolling through these periods, keep getting shots on. Zoe on the drop, picks her up, gives a little backhand for Suvi. Wayzata able to just hold her in the zone. Bryn comes up to pinch. Now Zoe trying to burn and turn through. Left back for Wayzata. Bryn gonna put a little blocker on that one. Zoe gives for Zara. Zara coming through neutral. Got 3 seconds left. Trying to follow it through. That's going to end our first period. 0-0 after one. I really like how these girls came to play today. A lot of passing, a lot of heads-up play. Opportunities will come. All right, period number 2, long line change here. Love to see the same kind of momentum that these girls have had through the first period. Looking pretty strong. All right, Clara, Scarlett, Grace starting things off here. Peyton and Uma back. Peyton races, chips her up. Grace off a shin pad, leaves for Scarlett. Scarlett collects, trying to center for Grace. Grace tied up in front of the net. Good defensive play there by Wayzata. Making some moves. Puck down low, chipped up the boards to Uma. Uma gonna try to fire up for a shot, low. Puck within feet. Is that a quick turn coming the other way? Dumps her into the Mirage end. Uma back, chips off the boards for Peyton. Winger for forechecker for Wayzata, able to stay with that play. Now Clara Gives for Scarlett. Scarlett pass up to Grace. Grace just losing it. Good support there by Wayzata, trying to take it wide. Poke checked out along the half wall there. Wayzata working low. Got the far winger sitting there. Peyton, good job getting back and covering. Grace gonna try to turn fire up for Clara. That was a good puck hold there. Creating some space. Now back to Peyton. Peyton gonna have enough of this. Fires down the ice for icing. Get Zoe, Suvi, Zara out there. Bryn, Nora back playing D. Zoe ties up off the draw. Zara picks it up, chips her out of the zone. Wayzata goes D to D. Turn, making some space. Wayzata able to fire a puck. It's going to travel through the crease. Back to the point. Zoe trying to stop it. Bryn, long reach. Wayzata holds. Down low, sends in a shot. Rebound sitting there. Wayzata skates in, gets a shot on net. Peyton, good job supporting. Grace able to dump that puck out of the zone. Wayzata gonna try to take it behind the net. Quick stop move, trying to pass up. Clara able to intercept. Puck gonna float back to Uma at the point. Uma gonna load up for a shot. Gets tipped in front of the net. Scarlett sends one in. Puck floating there in the crease. Gets cleared wide. Grace trying to chip and center. Now Wayzata gonna take her around. Come on a rush. They're on their own. So Peyton, good long poke check. Wayzata supports. Sends the pass through, back behind the net. Grace fighting for possession, takes her past the blue line. Trying to look for a pass, just couldn't quite get a full stick on it. Wayzata gonna turn, fire into the zone. Peyton now looking to go on a rush, gonna hit some resistance, gets the puck outside the blue line. Wayzata gonna quick wheel through the neutral zone and dump her in. Uma sends around the boards for Peyton. Peyton gonna turn, fire down the ice for icing. So good opportunities here for Wayzata and starting off the second period. Got Zara, Suvi, Zoe out there. Puck centered. Oh, they go for the backhand just past the post. Whew, that was a close one for Wayzata. Wayzata now gonna collect, send her into the zone. Bryn gonna send her wide for Zara. Back to the point, puck still floating there. Now Zoe gonna try to get a jump. Chips her off with some skates down the ice. Got ourselves icing. Puck flipped on off of the draw. Bryn gets a mid on it. on the draw from the wing. Puck floats up. Uma going to give up to Grace along the blue line. Grace chips her off the boards. Clara doing a good job supporting. Just stays on side. Loads up for a forehand. Save there by Wayzata. Grace trying to get a backhand on it. Grace going to turn and rip. Sends one wide of the net. Trying to center again off of Grace's shin pad. Wheel. Chip her up into the Wayzata end. Clara doing a good job getting shin pads in to intercept that pass. Clara wheeling on the backhand, gives for Uma at the point. Uma going to load up for a high shot wide of the net. Grace going to try to turn and fire, just couldn't get a lot of stick on that one. Wayzata comes wheeling through. Peyton on the challenge, loads up for a shot. Bryn just watching that one all the way into the glove. So Wayzata definitely having a jump here in the second period. Making some things happen, really close opportunities on both sides. On the draw, Suvi gets her along the boards, trying to clear it out, hits the shin pad. Wayzata takes her down low. Need coverage out in front. Wayzata just wheeling and dealing through the zone, leaves back for the point. They're going to load up for a low shot. Bryn gets a leg on that one. Bryn has enough, sends her down the ice for an icing. We got Zoe, Zara Suvi, Bryn and Nora on the draw, tied up on the dot. Puck floats into the corner. Wayzata takes her low, trying to center. Zara down in the corner, trying to pick it up, gives for Bryn. Bryn chips around for Nora. Just past her stick. Held at the point, now Bryn gonna try to come on a rush. Wayzata with the reach, they're both reaching. Wayzata had a player in there, offsides. Claire, Scarlett, Grace. Puck one back to Uma. Uma trying to give to Peyton. Peyton behind the net. Gets pickpocketed. Puck smartly cleared up. Centered down. So they're going to send him a shot wide. Uma sends up to Scarlett. Scarlett chips up off of the boards down the ice. We're going to call that icing. And definitely a different second period than the first. Wayzata with some jump here. And a draw, short shot from high along the circle. Gets blocked, now tied up along the boards. Zoe now escapes out. Takes her wide. Oh, Zoe's still fighting for it. Gives back to Peyton. Peyton gonna load up for a shot. Hits a helmet. Puck into the corner. Wayzata gonna collect. Uma gonna try to get a shot in. Low along the ice. Peyton pinching from the point. Gets a stick in there. Still keeps her in the zone. Wayzata gonna float her down. Peyton trying to clear it out. Held along the point. Got three girls there. Zara with the block shot along the shins. Uma chips her up the boards to Zara now. Zara trying to come out of the zone. Doing a great job skating with it, Zara. Creating an opportunity. Wayzata with a great poke check there. Uma comes into the zone, sends her in. Wayzata trying to clear. Nora getting a skate on it right at the blue line. Puck floats back out. Clara gives back for Bryn. Bryn ships up for Grace. Grace gonna escape in, sending in a low shot. Wayzata on cover. Wayzata trying to escape. Bryn wanted to poke check it, then retreated. And we got kind of a 2-on-1 here for Wayzata. Shot on, cleared out. Sent back low. Centered, covered. Bryn laying out, sending it up to the point. Clara working down low, chips to Nora. Nora getting tied up. Could call a hook on that one, but we're gonna just let that one play. Bryn behind the net, gonna send her high off the glass down the ice for an icing. Girls pretty lucky to escape off of that kind of 2-on-1-ish situation there. Back behind the boards, Peyton trying to chip it along. Zara on the wing. Puck's still there. Now Zara comes skating out. Let's lose a little bit of control. Zoe picks her up, turns in the neutral zone. Trying to take it wide, fighting through, gets bodied out. Zoe still with the puck. Suvi getting the right spot. Suvi gonna load up for a shot. Stick save, high over the net. Uma at the point, gonna load up for a shot. Hits a body, gets deflected wide. Suvi gonna try to turn and fire from the corner. Zara picks it up now. Down below the net. Wayzata gonna try to send out, clearing past Peyton, pinching and holding. And Wayzata gonna load up and send one down for icing. Clara, Scarlett, and Grace. Brandon Peyton back for the draw here in the Wayzata end for the icing. Tipped in behind the net. Wayzata gonna turn, trying to clear. Sends up for their winger. Puck's not touched. Another icing. Some fresh legs. Zoe, Zara, Suvi. Bryn and Nora back. On the draw, Zoe trying to body out, finds its way up to Wayzata. Wayzata gonna turn and fire and send her down the ice. So after a first period with very minimal icings, we have second period with many icings. Puck over to Zara. Zara gives for Nora. Nora going to load up for a shot. Ends up wide of the net. Zoe going to try to turn in center. Staying with it. Zara has it. It's too exciting to almost call. Oh, puck takes a hop on some snow there. Peyton doing a good job stick fighting, keeping possession. Puck going to float into the Wayzata end now. Wayzata floats her down for Bryn. Bryn really wanted to take it on the rush. Tied up in feet. Now Wayzata turns. Okay. Puck floats in. Bryn mitts it. Draw back into the corner. Uma sends her around the boards over to Peyton. Peyton trying to take her out of the zone. Good convergence there by the girls. Clara trying to work through, gets bodied out. Grace escapes through with the puck. Puck floated down past the net. Scarlett picking it up. Trying to center, hits a stick. Clara intercepts the pass. Grace picks up behind the net. Turns and wheels out in front, gonna load up for a shot. Clara trying to put home the rebound. Really good scoring opportunity there for the girls. Clara digging with that backhand. Trying to clean up the trash. Wayzata goalie doing a good job keeping it in front of her. The draw, Zoe escapes through. Suvi comes out with it, bouncing puck floats up. Peyton giving a nice little backhanded chip out of the zone. Uma reaches forward, keeps her in there. Uma again pinches, chips off of Zoe, out in the high slot. Suvi gets bodied out, and quick turn now. Wayzata coming the other way. Peyton, great poke check. Slowing that rush down. On the clear, Zara picks it up, skates over the red line, chips her up. Suvi fighting back there. Scarlett getting bodied out. Clara picking it up, makes a move into the zone, taking it wide. Looking for the center, surrounded by three girls there. Good supportive defense by Wayzata. Uma gonna throw one in from the point. It's gonna go behind the net. Wayzata fighting through. Grace getting a shot on, leg save. Oh my gosh, how did the goalie see that play happening? It was a quick power move through the stick from Grace, getting a shot from point blank. Is that able to get a leg on it? Dropkick Murphy's playing. Papa John's here. Might see him break some glass. All right, Bryn holding the zone. Clara trying to fire in a shot, hits a shin pad, gets blocked wide. Wayzata trying to clear. Mirage kind of going. Mirage rolling with Clara, Zoe, and Grace right now on this line. Puck flipped out of the zone. Bryn back to chase. Sends her up along the boards. Floating loose. Grace gets a good jump on it. Loads up for a shot. Puck gonna go wide of the net. Wayzata on the breakout. Wayzata still staying with it. Peyton sweeping that stick in there. Grace fights for possession, coming into the blue line. Leaves for Zara. Zara gonna try to clap one, just wide of the net. Stays with it now. 30 seconds left here in the second period. Wayzata wheels, comes on a rush. She's flying, bodies out, making a move up front. Bryn, unreal leg save. You got to pick up that extra trash in front of the net. Oh man. Floated out past the blue line. That's going to wind here the last 2 seconds of the second period. Holy smokes, Bryn. What a save that was. A good move to the backhand by Wayzata there. Whew, doggy. Pep talk is done. Third period time. Start our third here. Clara, Grace, and Scarlett. Nora and Bryn back on D. Puck one along the near boards here. Back into the zone. Wayzata wheeling, Clara intercepting. Running into Scarlett. Leaves back for her. Scarlett trying to center off a skate. Clara going to load up for a shot that's going to go high over the net. Nora holding from the point. Going to send her into the far corner. Scarlett back. Gives for Bryn. Bryn uses a skate to hold the zone. And it just eventually came outside, so we got an offsides. On the draw, Peyton picks it up, sends her forward into the Wayzata end. Wayzata gonna wheel through neutral. Great poke check into the corner by Peyton. Zoe trying to chip her around. Wayzata on support. Gives back to the point. Gonna load up for a shot. Bryn slides over. Getting the body on that one. Swallowing up the rebound. Puck back behind the net. Uma gives up the boards to Scarlett. Scarlett chips her up over the glass. Grace trying to win the foot race. Just loses an edge coming into the zone. Wayzata quick turning, coming the other way. Floated in. Not in the right order. Ooh, a little offsides. Draw one back to the Wayzata D. Chip up to the winger just past the stick. Peyton trying to float a pass to Grace. Wayzata gonna try to quick turn, makes a move, coming in the zone, loads up for a shot, just has to get blocker down by Bryn. Peyton now wheeling through the neutral zone, taking it wide. Gets bodied out. Grace gonna pick this one up, sends a shot wide of the net. Zara working down low, Clara to support, picks it up behind the net. Takes her wide, wheeling, trying to center for Grace. Puck still floated, hits a body. Grace gonna try to turn, load up for a shot, and mitted down there by Wayzata. So we got Zoe, Suvi, Zara. Brandon Nora back on the draw here in the Wayzata end. Bouncing puck on the draw. We're going to get Suvi on a trip. So on the Mirage end now, playing down for a minute and a half. Nora gonna flip around the boards over to Bryn. Bryn chips up for Zara. Wayzata holds, but Zara able to get her outside the zone. Pass sent wide. Zoe trying to work for it. Still fighting for position. Floats in. Zoe staying with it. Wheels through the neutral zone, kicks it forward. Zoe just cycling like crazy here through the neutral zone. It's bodied out on the rush. Nora gonna send her into the zone. 50 seconds left here in the penalty kill. Wayzata floats up into the zone. We've got 2-on-1. Peyton loses position. Trying to leave. Didn't work out. Now quick turn now for Peyton. This is a super dangerous play. Peyton skating it through, trying to go for the short-sided shot. Puck is loose. Oh my gosh. Thing was loose in between her legs. Hard to tell if that one was floating past the goal line. 29 seconds left here. Take a face-off in the Wayzata zone. Girls got pretty lucky on that 2-on-0 rush earlier in the penalty kill. Peyton trying to hold, lost an edge. Creates an offsides play, but actually that worked out really well. Draw puck, chip forward. Uma working for position. Wayzata getting a shot in from low. Bryn gonna put a glove on. 13 seconds left here in the PK. Peyton, Uma, Zoe, and Clara out there trying to work off the last 13 seconds. I'm gonna draw off the ref's skate. Another corner, skate forward, trying to center. Zoe, quick stop move, trying to come out of the zone, and we're gonna have a penalty call here on Wayzata for a hook. We got 2 seconds left here for Subi in the box. Played 4-on-4 here for a bit. Clara wins back to Zoe. Zoe stop move, loads up for a shot. Wayzata gonna mid it. Shot was wide of the net. Now Mirage full strength. On the draw, Suvi trying to kick back to Peyton. Wayzata almost on a quick break, coming the other way. Zoe still fighting through it. Ooh, great poke check by their goalie. Coming out there. Wayzata breaking ankles, making moves off the pipe. Ooh, boy. Need to Marc-Andre Fleury kiss that pipe afterwards. Grace flipping in a shot. Gotta get the scoreboard updated here. There's too much action going on. Still short-handed. Graham gonna block her that one wide. Chip up to Grace along the blue line. Still fighting for it. Wayzata able to send it back in. 20 seconds left here. And the power play for the Mirage. Scarlett trying to feed up to Zara. Zara skating through the neutral zone. Chips her down, stays with it. Zara working down low. Still has it. Go for the quick stop move. Gives back to Peyton at the point. Peyton gonna load up for a shot. Gloved up. There's a nice little tip up there. Wayzata goaltender using the paddle to flip her up into the mitt. Both teams back to even strength. So 5-on-5 with Zoe, Zara, Suvi, Peyton and Uma back. Peyton loads up for a shot, blocked at the point by Wayzata. She's hurting, sends it down the ice. It could have been a quick rush opportunity for Wayzata, but Peyton shooting that one right into the gut. A painful block right there for Wayzata. On the draw, flipped out, past the blue line. Peyton making a move, centering up to Zoe. It was a nice pass there. Zoe trying to leave for Peyton. Peyton gonna chip her up into the slot area. Over along the boards, Zoe's working for it. 2 bodies there. Peyton pinching up. Wayzata staying with it. Trying to bring her in the zone. Grace fighting for position. Now Wayzata able to float her all the way in. Peyton in the corner, chips up for Grace along the boards. Grace trying to skate her out. Gets bodied out. Zoe follows it up, gets it out of the zone. Wayzata able to grab possession, making a little move to the forehand, coming into the zone. Uma, good job supporting, keeping the skates in the right spot as she skated through. Peyton now wheeling, sends it around the boards. Wayzata at the point. Grace chips her forward. And a little foot race. Wayzata wins it. Send her out of the zone. Claire on the follow-up, takes her in off sides. Oh, Zoe on the follow-up. Ref lost sight of the puck, and they're going to blow the whistle. Good job fighting through traffic there, keeping the puck moving forward. On the draw, Wayzata going to chip up the boards. We got a foot race. 1-1 with Bryn. What's she going to do? Great angle by Bryn. Wayzata just taking the shot. Nice save there for Bryn. On the draw, Clara bodies out. Scarlett takes her forward. Trying to chip up for Grace. Puck gonna find its way out to the point. Peyton doing a good job racing back to get back to that one. Oh, Grace makes a move, coming in the zone, leaves for Clara. Clara trying to stay with it. Grace trying to fire a shot, off-balance shot. Clara chipping back to Uma at the point. Uma gonna try to load up for a shot, gets blocked at the point. Could call a little hook interference there. Peyton trying to wheel up on a rush, chips her forward. Wayzata D collects, trying to turn back the other way, and they're going to fire this one down for icing. .704 left here in the third. Zoe Suvizera out there on the draw. Puck won by Wayzata. They're going to come take her out on a rush. Taking her wide. Bryn bodying out. Could call a hook there, but we're going to let that play. Good job by the girls bodying out there. Now Bryn trying to skate her through on the rush. Takes her wide, loads up for a shot, high over the net. Quick turn, potential opportunity here for Wayzata. Oh my gosh, what a body move. Peyton able to stay with it. Puck floats into the corner. So we're gonna flip her around the net the other way. Grace chipping her up the boards. Chasing her down the ice, no icing here. Wayzata gonna collect behind the net. Trying to center. Puck floats loose. Bryn steps in on the blue line, holding it in the zone. Wayzata chipping it forward. Clara sends her around the boards, up for Scar. Scar trying to get her out of the zone, and does. Wayzata going rink wide pass here. Neutral ice, trying to carry it in. Clara comes out of the zone, chips up for Scarlett. Nice pass up there. Scarlett going to turn, fire one in. That Wayzata going to try to mitt. 5 minutes left here in our third period. Subino going to dump her in the zone. Wayzata behind the net. Chips her around. Peyton on the pinch. Wayzata working hard to get that puck out of the zone. Peyton picking it up, leaves for Zoe. Behind the slot, Zoe gonna try to find an angle. Puck floating there loose. Gets sent wide. Suvi gives back to Peyton on the point. Peyton gonna load up for a shot. That's gonna end up wide of the net. Puck all the way around. Wayzata chipping it up. Peyton floats up for Zoe in the neutral zone. Zoe trying to stay with it, makes a move. Oh, shot blocker save there by Wayzata. Cleared out high. Bryn, stop, move, rips in a low shot. Gonna go wide of the net. Nora chipping her down for Grace. Grace into the corner. Nora holding the point. Support by... Oh man, Clara making some really good passes here. Clara fighting, tipping it into the corner for Scarlett. Scarlett trying to center. Wayzata going to try to turn, load up, and dump her out. Bryn holding the zone. Clara picks it up, sends it back in. Oh, bouncing puck there at the blue line. Girls Bryn able to keep enough possession there. Got ourselves icing. Ran a lot of clock there with no whistles. Good pressure by the Mirage down in the Wayzata end. 2:53 left here in the third. Zoe, Nora, Zara up, playing offense. Peyton trying to load up for a shot. Puck floated down behind the net. Nora back to try to pick this one up. Makes a move out. Nice pass up. Peyton, good poke check. Making a leave. Uma, good job getting back in the play. Wayzata going to chip around the net here. Zoe trying to turn, trying to get her out of the zone, just kind of loses a little bit of an edge. Uma sends around for Peyton and Nora. Wayzata making some moves, trying to get in a backhand. Zara, good job getting down there to cover. Now Zara trying to take her out of the zone. Puck still floating there. Peyton gonna load up now and send her down the ice for icing. .145 left here in the third period. We're gonna have a timeout here. 2:45 left. Found the icing and timeout here. Face off in Mirage end. We got Clara, Bryn, and Zoe out there. Peyton and Uma back on D. Puck floated out to the center. Uma chipping her up to Bryn. Bryn trying to get her out of the zone, trying to fight through. Uma trying to send a wink ride pass over to Zoe into the zone. Wayzata collects. Sends up to the D. Peyton chipping, backhand chip up to Zoe. Zoe trying to fire into the zone, hits a shin pad. Wayzata gonna turn, send it on the ice. That's an icing. 1:11. 1:11 left here in the third. Still got Clara, Zoe, Bryn, Peyton, and Uma. Gonna draw a puck into the corner. Wayzata gonna try to send around the boards. Peyton trying to hold the zone. Bouncing puck. She's able to keep her in there. Clara fighting for it. Bryn gets her back to Peyton just outside the blue line. Peyton kind of ripping a pass there over to Uma. Zoe able to escape into the zone, trying to center for Clara. Bryn down in the corner, gonna flip a shot. It's gonna go wide of the net. Puck along the boards. Zeta escapes through. Chipping her up on a rush here. Chips it forward for herself. Loads up for a shot. Bryn taking a great angle, making that save. With 21 seconds left here in the third period. Draw, Clara trying to get her along the board. Zoe picks it up, trying to chip her off the boards for herself. Can't escape through. Wayzata makes a move in, sends a shot wider than that. Wayzata still with possession. We got 8 seconds left. Loads up for a shot. Zoe trying to escape up. Comes outside the blue line. Fire it back in, and that's going to end our game. Tied up with Wayzata. Really good